Hey, how's it going? Okay, I decided to pop on real quick because I've gotten a whole lot of messages and because I'm wearing makeup today and that doesn't happen very often. So I thought, oh no. It will probably be interrupted with kids, just FYI. Oh, look at it. But I wanted to pop on and talk about the latest thing that I wrote that seemed to resonate. People got it. Just about what happens when you go through a big breakup. Your heart gets broken. Your jobs change. Something about the job that you're doing, the things that you're working towards, it shifts or it gets taken away from you. When your friendships change, those kind of heartbreaks. Hey, Kim. So let's talk about them a little bit today. Because I keep getting asked, how do I get over it? I'm in the middle of that waiting period. How do I go forward? I'm absolutely broken right now. And I don't know that anything else good is going to come. I don't know what to do with this. I don't know where to go from here. I feel lost. I feel lonely. Just all that hurt. And I think 99% of us at some point in our life have been in some place where we just felt absolutely broken. Maybe it was a boy who broke our heart. Maybe it was a job that broke your heart. Maybe it was a career. Maybe it was a business that didn't go the way you thought it was going to go. Maybe it was a friendship that ended. Absolutely wrecked you and destroyed you, and it wasn't what you thought it was going to be. So what do we do? What do we do with that? The first thing is you let time do its thing. Time tends to heal a lot of things, but it hurts. That doesn't make it easy. That's not really what anybody wants to hear. Everybody wants to hear like this magic cure and this magic potion that'll just make the pain go away, and that's just not how life works. But the good news about time is that it's going to move on with or without you. Time is going to keep going forward. Days are going to pass. Hours are going to pass. Time is going to keep marching forward. Okay, it's going to pass, and it does have a way of healing a lot of wounds, because I think we eventually get to this place where enough time has passed and we go, enough. That is enough wasting my life sitting here being sad over this situation. Life is moving on. Time is marching forward. I think I'm going to march forward with it. So number one is time. That's the number one way that you get over a heartbreak and that you keep moving forward. Number two is that you hold on to hope. And I think that we all go through these hard things. And I remember, I remember so many times laying there thinking, there's no way. I'll never get over this. I will never get past this. I'm never, ever gonna be the same again. And I was right. I never was the same again after those things. I never was. That part was true. But I held on to the slightest bit of hope. I held on to the slightest bit of hope that something good was going to come. Okay? Because how many of us know we serve a God who turns things around for good? That is what he does. That is his business of saying, hey, that mess that you're in right now, girl, that mess, that crap, give it to me. That heartache, give it to me. All that pain, all that anxiety, all that worry, give it to me and let me spin it around. Let me turn it around. Let me make it for something good. But the first thing you're going to have to hold on to hope, and you're going to have to give it to him.
Can Nicole have a push pop?
No, please take it from her. She's already had a lot today. Okay, so you hold on to hope because things, I am not a believer that everything is going to magically work out the way it's supposed to, that you're going to get everything you want in life. That's just not how it works. But I do believe that when we choose joy and when we search for joy, 9.9 times out of 10, we're going to eventually find it. Because personally, I think that joy is all around us. There are moments to be grateful, and there are things to be grateful for everywhere, all around us. But we have to choose to seek them out. We have to choose to find them. We have to choose to reach out and grab them and hold on to them. So if you're in the middle of pain, if you're in the middle of that waiting period, find some bit of good and hold on to it. Latch on to it. Hold on to hope. Give it to God. Hold on to hope that He's going to turn this around for good. And maybe it's going to be that you turn around and meet the man of your dreams. Maybe it's going to be that you get a new business. Maybe it's going to be that you get a new friendship. Maybe, just maybe, it's going to just be that you grow and that you change and that you become somebody stronger and more resilient. Maybe that's going to be what you get out of this. Maybe that's going to be the good that comes. And I think the third thing for me was I realized the things that I could control and the things that I couldn't control. I knew there were all these parts that I couldn't control. I couldn't control that boy. He didn't want me. I couldn't control that. There was nothing. I could not have done enough. There was nothing I could do. I could not have controlled it. I could not control that situation. The business, I just really realized, okay, what can I control? I can't control other people. I can't control them. If I'm nice to them and I'm good to them and they still decide not to like me, you know what? I can't control that. And so I let go of all those things I couldn't control. Just let it go. I had let them consume me. And there was no purpose to it. There was no purpose. Nothing was ever going to come out of that because they were out of my hands. There's nothing I could do. So I realized the things that I could not control, and I let go of them. And what you can't control is you can't control other people's opinions. You can't control what other people want in life. You can't control what other people like. You can't control what other people choose. And sometimes they're not going to choose you. And it's okay. It's okay. You can't control that. You've got to let that go. If you ever want to be free, if you want to just live free, you're going to have to let go of those things because you cannot control them. And so once I let those things go and said, okay, but what can I control? What are the things that God has given me? What are the things that God has given me that I'm in charge of? What am I in charge of protecting? What am I in charge of doing? Okay, I believe we're in control of how we treat other people. We're in control of the words that come out of our mouths. We're in control of how hard we work. We're in control of our hustle. We're in control of being willing to step out of your comfort zone and do new things. We're in control of being able to learn new things. We're in control of being able to just go out in the world and shine. And so I switched my attention from, okay, I can't control what people think about me. I can't control whether they like me or they don't like me. I can't really control that. I'm not going to be everybody's Chick-fil-A sauce, and it's okay. And when I got there and I switched it over and I said, okay, but what can I control? What can I control? And I really focused on those things. I can control how often I pray. I can control how much I read my Bible. I can control the books that I read. I can control the things that I consume. And I really focused on those things and building myself and becoming somebody better. You know, the rest of it sort of worked its way out. It was easy to let that stuff go once I really realized, because my attention was here. So I would say those are the three big things that I did to get over those heartbreaks. Those are the three big things that really worked for me, particularly in those instances. And then the fourth thing is I want you to remember that these situations, and I remember especially with that boy, after him, thinking nobody else is going to want me. Nobody else. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it. I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough. I'm not worth it. And I fed those lies to myself and just fed them and fed them and fed them and fed them. And I looked and I was like, I've got baggage now. I've got a past now. You know, that's what I looked at myself as. And when I looked at myself as that, I didn't let anybody see me in any other way. So even if somebody had been really good to me and somebody had loved me at that point, it didn't matter because I didn't love myself. It wouldn't have mattered. They could not, there's nothing that anybody else could have done to convince me that I was good enough and that I was worth it. And when finally one day I woke up and I said, maybe I am. Maybe I'm still good enough. Maybe I still have some things to offer. Maybe I am valuable. Maybe I'm worthy. Maybe I'm okay. Maybe I'm enough. And I started feeling those things about myself. Then I was healthy enough to welcome them from other people. But as long as I was living in that land of insecurity, there was just not anything anybody could do to change my mind about myself. That's how I felt about myself. And so that perception of myself became my reality. Does that make sense? I don't know if that makes sense, but it's true. It became my reality. Those became the things I told myself and that I believed about myself. And then finally, when I flipped it and said, whoa, I don't think that's true. That's not what I'm reading in the Bible. That's not what I'm finding here. And I started believing those things about myself. Then it opened me up for others to feel that way about me too. I don't know if that makes sense. But that sort of came, and I realized that yes, I was going to have a past. Yes, I was going to have some mistakes in my past. Yeah, there's going to be some things that I did wrong. There's just going to be some stuff. There's going to be some stuff back there. But when I decided that stuff can either hold you back or it can push you forward, you choose. Is it going to hold you back, or is it going to change you and make you somebody better? And I didn't want to be there anymore. I didn't want to be in that space anymore. I didn't want to waste any more time. I didn't want to waste any more effort. I didn't want to waste any more of my talent. And I just said, okay, I'm going to use this stuff and I'm going to learn from it. And I'm going to flip it. And so I don't believe people will say that your past doesn't have to define you. And my belief is that, it is probably going to change you. The stuff that you've been through, it's probably going to change you in some way. But that's the bad news. But the good news is that you get to decide how it changes you. You get to decide how it pushes you forward. You get to decide where you go from here. You get to decide, does it propel you or does it push you back? Does it set you back, or does it make you want to step up and be somebody brand new and create a brand new life for yourself? So really, that is what I would say to anybody going through heartbreak right now, anybody who feels like they're in this waiting period. And that is a hard place to be. That is a very, very hard place to be. And my heart just goes out to you. And most of us have been there at some point. But those are the things that I did. I let time do its thing. 2, I held on to hope. 3, I don't remember what I said the third one was. It's on here. And then the fourth one the third one was really, I changed my perception of myself. I decided I was somebody worth loving. I decided I was enough. I decided I was good, just how I was. And with somebody, without somebody, whether somebody approved, whether somebody didn't approve, I focused on the things that I could control, and I let go of the things I couldn't control. That's what it was. You're not supposed to have that. Yeah. Okay, so I focused on the things that I could control, let go of the things I couldn't control, handed it all over to God. And then the fourth kind of little tidbit is that I let my past change me, but I decided how. I decided that it changed me into somebody better. And I decided that, you know what? Here's the good news. I've been through something hard. The good news is I'm going to relate to people who are going through something hard. I'm going to be more sympathetic. I can grow. I'm going to be stronger, but I'm also going to be able to reach back and help somebody who's going through those hard times. I'm going to choose to use it for good. And I'm going to choose to let those hard times sort of spur me on. So that's it. I hope that encourages you today. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for spreading that article, that post. It means so much to me, and it goes such a long way. And I know I always say this, but I'm just so grateful for y'all. I'm so thankful that you're here. Thank you. And I'm gonna go play with my kids now. Y'all have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Okay? Bye.